They've scored both their goals in this second half. Endely coming forward as Ponteca. Pedrinho wins it! Final whistle! North Texas on top of MLS Next Pro!
It was on this very field a matter of months ago that North Texas SC posted an unforgettable comeback en route to their first MLS Next Pro championship. But how can North Texas SC keep the MLS Next Pro Cup here in North Texas? Well, they're going to need a new wave of players to step up. And speaking of new, I am so excited to introduce you to our newest MLS Next Pro host and teammate, April Marie Aguilar.
Thank you so much, Michelle. I am so excited to be joining you and MLS Next Pro this season. It should be a good one as the defending champs look to be the first team to go back-to-back.
On their way to their first MLS Next Pro title, North Texas became the first team in MLS Next Pro history to go undefeated at home in the regular season and playoffs. But as April Marie mentioned, repeating as champs won't be easy. Several key players from last season have signed MLS contracts, including Pedrinho, who tied for the team lead with 10 goals, and Diego Garcia, who had 7. Then after a promotion to interim assistant coach for FC Dallas midway through last season, John Gall returns as head coach to oversee the new-look North Texas team, and he tells us what he expects going into this season.
Well, we've set the expectations really high after winning last year, so the target is well and truly on our back. But certainly I think the goal for every team is to have the target on your back. So we'll embrace it and we'll push forward, and we'll certainly push for a back-to-back championship.
John Gall will be one of several coaches featured in this new season of Coach's Corner. There will be many fresh new episodes of both Coach's Corner and Player Profile. The stars of tomorrow are here today, so be sure to tune in all season long.
We've narrowed down a list of young players who could make a major impact on their respective teams this season. One name that stood out, Kevin Sullivan. At just 15 years old, this rising star already made his debut in MLS, showcasing the kind of talent that has both scouts and fans buzzing. With his skill set, it comes to no surprise that he's expected to secure significant minutes out on the pitch in MLS Next Pro. Sullivan looks to follow up on an unprecedented 2024. He became the youngest player in club history to play on the first team, the youngest player to debut in North American Major League sports history, and the youngest ever to score a playoff goal in MLS Next Pro history. A former member of the Philadelphia Union Academy, Stefan Chirilla, has risen quickly in his time in Cincinnati. He scored 6 goals last season, one shy of the team lead. He had a 3-game goal streak in May, including 2 goals and an assist against New York Red Bulls 2. After a promotion to Columbus Crew 2, Chase Adams scored 9 goals in 19 regular season games, and another goal in the postseason as the Crew reached the Eastern Conference Finals. And in February, with the U17 national team, Adams scored 10 goals in a lopsided win over the U.S. Virgin Islands. And then there's Makai Joyner. Promoted to St. Louis City 2 in July, finished second in the league with 16 goals, including 3 braces, named to the MLS Next Pro's Best 11 at the end of the season, and scored 2 goals against Spain as a member of the U19 national team. Several of these players have already signed first-team contracts and have joined the 160-plus other players who have taken alumni status. In celebration, MLSNextPro.com will be launching an alumni section where you can see the latest signings and what former MLS Next Pro players are up to in MLS and around the world.
All right, now on to some teams that are unique to this league. 2025 will feature the second full season for 2 independent MLS Next Pro clubs, Chattanooga FC and Carolina Core FC. We caught up with both coaches of both of these teams ahead of their sophomore season, and they gave us an idea of what fans can expect now that both of them have a full year under their belts.
They can expect a hard-working team. So I know people work hard for their money, and they're taking that money to pay to come in to watch us. So we do not take that lightly. So the team that you'll see from us is a team that displays passion, togetherness, and we work hard.
An efficient team, I think a resilient team, those are important. I think dealing with setbacks of whether they're small or big. And hopefully a lot of goals, a lot of chances, a lot of goals. I know we probably say that every year, but that is a big focus so far of pre-season and the training camp is getting guys to create chances and finish chances and be fun to watch.
Both teams have a lot more in common, though, than just independent status. In their debut season, they just missed qualifying for the playoffs, and they had similar attendance figures last season, with Chattanooga setting a new club record. Now, looking at their stats, their point totals finished within 2 of one another, and their Eastern Conference rankings saw them finish right next to each other. Chattanooga FC will make their 2025 home debut against Huntsville City FC on Saturday, March 15th. Meanwhile, Carolina has 2 road games in March before their home opener against NYCFC 2 on April 5th.
Back to where we began this edition of The Report with MLS Next Pro Cup. North Texas SC's 3-goal comeback in the final against Philadelphia capped off a season for the ages.
And if you thought the games were great, wait till you get to go behind the scenes. Here's a preview of the first of its kind documentary, All Access, The Road to the MLS Next Pro Cup.
For these players, it's more than just a game. It's a dream, a journey, a chance to make history. They fought through a grueling season, pushed beyond limits, and sacrificed everything for their fans. The season's journey tested their bodies, minds, and hearts.
Torella arcs this ball around everybody! Oh! Sullivan from distance, Havin Sullivan doubles the advantage for Philadelphia.
We have one more goal. One more. You guys gonna get it. Because you are the best team in this league. And we're gonna prove it tonight. Again, and again.
All the pressure's on this. Yeah? We're just a bunch of little kids who aren't supposed to be here.
In the end, only 2 will remain in the battle for supremacy.
Play the match, not the moment. You understand me?
This is more than a game. It's a legacy. The journey. The sacrifice. The glory. This is the road to MLS Next Pro Cup.
Oh my God, Michelle, that was absolutely incredible. Talk about an inspirational season, and all of that footage, the behind the scenes, amazing.
Yeah, and having lived it firsthand, I can tell you that they did such a good job capturing the biggest moment of the season. And speaking of big moments, I know 2025 is going to have plenty of them, from opening week to goalie wars to decision day on Sunday, October 5th, all leading us to pick your opponent playoffs.
And the playoffs do kick off in mid-October, culminating into MLS Next Pro Cup starting the weekend of November 7th. But I'm so excited to be kicking off season 4 of MLS Next Pro.
We cannot wait. We're so excited to join you throughout the entire season. That does it for our first edition of The Report. But of course, you can catch up with everything happening around the league all season long on every episode of The Report. Until those come out, we'll see you soon.